Now, what's the biggest threat we face? You're the Peace Council. You've been having stakeholder dialogues, meeting with different groups. What is the biggest threat we face ahead of the December 7 elections?
Now, for us, what we see is that from all the dialogues that we've had, all the people who attend all these meetings become convinced that there is a need for us to manage what is going on in our country. The challenge we've had is that these political leaders are unable to transmit what we learn at these dialogues and these meetings to their grassroots. And so there's a disconnect between the grassroots and the leadership. And some of them have difficulty because, once you start those political violence with the intention to manipulate a system, you have unleashed a group of people to do these things. And part of the work that creates a problem is that some of the political actors hide behind certain groups. And in some places, they go behind vigilante groups, they go behind other groups, and you get to a point where it becomes difficult to control those groups because each of these groups have their own agenda. But political actors engage them, they use them up to a certain point, and it becomes difficult at a certain point to control them. That is where we are now. So what we are doing now is to find a way to sometimes bypass the leaders and get to these groups so that we can reason with them to understand that Ghana is the only country we have. If we bring this country into chaos, there's no other place that any of us can go to. So we need to manage the situation we have. And particularly now, the major problem is how do we get to the grassroots of political parties to understand what we are saying and also to help them to understand the use of misinformation and disinformation to manipulate a process, which is creating the tension that all of us are going through now.